But before we start, just insert a data. So we'll have to insert a data again. So my new block 2. So let me just change only the title, so that let me just insert another data, so that we'll have 2 data. So I'll just refresh it. We have 2 blocks over here. So we'll look at how to get all of the 2 blocks, and then we'll look at how to get a single block. So head over to our code. So now we'll start with getting all of our blocks. So to get all the blocks, we use the add, then we'll call the endpoints dot get. It's a get request, and then I'll call on, then I'll put // so I can call it maybe all slash blocks. So I'm naming the routes to all slash blocks, so that's the name of the route. So I'll come down to have my function. So I'll call my function get all blocks, so that's the name of my function, get all blocks. So inside here I'll have my blocks, then I'll set it equals to, then I'll use the blocks collection dot find. So I'll use the find method to get all the blocks. So now I have all my blocks stored over here. So now I have to serialize these blocks before I can then display the blocks to the user. So to serialize our blocks, we can call it maybe converted blocks. So we have converted blocks over here. So converted blocks will be equals to, then the name of our serializer, and this is our serializer that will serialize all the blocks, the convert blocks serializer. So I'll call the convert blocks the one with an S, because we are converting a list of blocks. So I'll pass my block over here. So I'll pass my blocks over here. These blocks I've just called. So I'm passing the blocks over here. So now our converted blocks will be stored over here. So we can then return our blocks. So return, then I'll make the status, okay, the status to be okay. Then I'll have data. So now I'm creating a full called data, and the data will be equals to converted blocks, and this converted blocks over here. So now if I save, so sorry, it's converted blocks, not convert blocks, it's converted blocks over here. So let me save it. So let me head over to my docs over here, then I'll refresh. So once you refresh, you see a get request over here, the all slash blocks get request. So I'll click on it, then I click on try out, then I click on execute. So we'll have our blocks over here. So these are our blocks, my new block and then my new block too. So that's the 2 blocks we just posted. So how about if you want one of this block, maybe you want only this block, so you don't need the rest of the blocks, you just need one of the block. So to get a single block, we'll create our endpoint again, and we can use the get, it's a get request, and we can write block slash, then we'll pass the ID. So block slash the ID, and what's the name of the ID? So we just put ID, so that the person will pass the ID. If the ID is 1, the person can just pass something like maybe block slash 1. If the ID is 2, they'll pass 2. If the ID is 34, so this is how it will be formatted. So we'll have our function over here, and then we'll call it get block to get a single block. So this is get all blocks, and this is get block to get a single block. So we'll pass our ID over here, and then we'll set our ID to be equals to be in a format of a string, so that our ID should be in a string format. So we can come over here, then we can call the block over here. So I'll call it block, and I'll set it equals to, I'll call my blocks collection dot, I call the find underscore 1 over here. Then I'll open my method, and inside the method we have the id. You have to pass the id of the block you want. So to pass our id, we pass a dictionary first, and inside the dictionary we pass the underscore id. Then you come over here, then you type object with a capital letter. So let's import it first. So we'll use from bson import object id. So from bson import object id, make sure that your object id start with a capital O and start with a capital I. So we'll come over here, then we'll put the object id, and then inside the object id we just pass our id over here. So this will return a single block. So we then convert the block with converted. So let's call it converted block. So that's the name of our variable, converted block. We'll set it equals to convert block. That's the serializer that will serialize a single block. So it's called convert block. Then I'll pass my block over here, this block variable. So once I pass my block, it will be stored here. The converted blocks will be stored in this variable. Let me add the e. Then I can then choose to return my dictionary. I can call this status. Then I'll make it okay. Then we'll have the data, and the data is converted block over here. It's converted block, not convert block. So make sure it's converted block. So if the color is blue, it's yellow rather, so that means there's a problem. So make sure the color is this way. So let's save this, and then let's try it out. So I'll refresh. So if you come over here, you see block slash then the id. So sorry, there's a $sign here. We don't use this $sign. Just remove the $sign, and then come, and then let's just refresh. So make sure to remove the $sign. So we have block slash id. So let's go to our blocks over here. So let's get one of the block. So I want to get an id here first, so that's why I'm coming to all blocks. So go to the all blocks route, and then execute to get all your blocks, and then copy one of the id from the all blocks. So let's copy this one. So let me just close the tab. So click on this tab, and then paste the id here. Click on the tryout first and paste your id. Click on execute, and this will return this block. So we are returning a single block. That's the second block. So this block over here. So to get the first block, we can copy the id of the first block, then we can just paste it over here. So if I paste it and then I execute, we'll have our first block over here. So in the next lesson, we'll look at how to simply update a block.